Ugh. The cleaning process is something else. Well, let's show you what I've got going. So I'm doing good for time. 12:15. So sharpen my chainsaw. I'm not going to get everything I wanted done today, but I'm going to get a lot done today. And right now, I'm going to go show you what I'm doing. I'm murdering my freaking huckleberry bush that I cut down. The ice is still there. So I'll grab my shovel just in case. Yeah, so burn some cardboard boxes. Huckleberry bush is there. Look at this, guys. It's all kind of. There was a car show today. I saw a freaking DeLorean. Oh, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Oh, there goes. Oh, the Jaguar. Let's see. Oh, Nova. I missed it. They go by in like clumps, so it's like I saw like a Daytona, the old well, I'm sure it's not an original one there, but I saw a DeLorean, the Daytona, a couple of Porsches. Must be the car show either in Otter Lake or car show in. I even got this done. Car show in. Break this up. Car show in Monosta. So anyway, yeah, so like I'm cleaning up my yard pretty good here. Look at that. All the dressers. If I can't, the Bertha, I was going to try to get her into the shed there, but she'll have to stay out for probably a little longer. Yeah, so I'm going to burn that down, some boxes. Every time you get rid of, like burn something, it gets rid of stuff. So the insulation, I made the executive decision to not move it because it's like it's saturated and it's staying there where I don't have enough bags to put it in. I really don't want to have loose insulation there and have to breathe all that. So I'll move that at a later date. Worst case scenario, I'll deal with it in the spring, but I'd like to get it dealt with now. Plants are looking okay. Something I can do though. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but won't hurt my plants, but let it melt into the planters because I gotta water these after anyway. So obviously the cold's not touching the planter. Yeah, let that happen. What wasn't I thinking? Clearly, it wasn't thinking. Should have did that one as a bigger clump. Burn these down. I'm so freaking full of huckleberries now. I hate freaking huckleberries. Burn, you bastards. Yeah, sizzle. Sizzle, you freaking demon spawn. Oh, that sounds like something good. Or is that a truck? So I gotta clean up all this. After 3 weeks, I'm able to flip those two compost containers up to let them. They are very, very rank. There was probably about 5 years worth of sludge in there. I dumped across the road. It smells so bad. This I gotta rake out. Oh yeah, freaking huckleberries. I just washed this shirt yesterday. I know this can't tell because my work shirt is always dirty and stained and everything, but look, the door's gone. At least it's out of the way. I didn't want to have to move it twice, but because I won't be able to better grab all that dirt because I won't be able to take it to the huckleberries back here. I won't be able to take it to the. I'm being attacked by freaking huckleberries. So this shirt's gonna be so freaking itchy tomorrow if I have to wear it. Freaking huckleberries. Oh, there's a butterfly. Jeez. I was hoping to get some of this done today, but in here, maybe I'll see if I can move some stuff. Just toss it over into the woodshed. That was the goal, was to toss some of that in the woodshed. Okay, I can hear him. I know he's hiding in there. But no, it's nice to get all that out of the yard. People pull in and it's like, oh, look at the fucking dump, you know what I mean? It's like, don't put it, okay, yeah, that sheet of plywood's up against the house for now, just because I needed it out of the way to get into the woodshed, so And yes, the woodshed looks, I'll show you what I've done with the woodshed. It's now just a storage unit for junk. With these freaking huckleberries. So I got lots to clean out, like these briars are going to get cleared out a bit each time I come back here. But you can see, like, I can't get past the door. You can't safely walk in there right now. It's just like, okay, get it in there. The mattresses in there, all that stuff. All that junk I got to go through. And there's old junk probably from the 1980s there. Old pairs of jeans and stuff. Like stuff that no one's ever going to use again. All this old wood. It's got nails in it. I'm going to make a spot where I can burn it. You know, get rid of all that. All that's, you know, there's a lot of recycling in there that I'm going to be able to get rid of right away. That suitcase that stinks so bad, I threw it away. The downside is I can't tackle the basement today because I just can't safely get in there. I'm not going to crawl over stuff. So I think I did pretty good for today. I mean, I still got to get that junk over there, but I got to get some garbage bags. Yeah, there we go. Burn, you bastard huckleberries. Oh, the ones under my arm there, they're really bad. But yeah, that is a that's an accomplishment. That's the cleanest this front of this house has been probably in 10 years. Wait till I get all that gone. And the my grandmother's old laundry clothesline there, that's going to be taken away. Like, it's junky, you know. Get rid of it all. Just clean it all up. My metal piles over there. All the trash over there, I'll pick it up, put it in a bag or something and toss it in there for now until, well, some of it's going to be for recycling, so I can leave it. It's just I don't want it blown all over the yard as much as possible. I mean, there's still a lot of cleanup left to do. I mean, that's, if you think about what I've done just this year, like in 3 weeks, that's more that's been done here in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, not to pick on my brother constantly there, but you know, like, he did do a lot of stuff, but you know, like, you know, there's so much stuff that he could have just thrown out. And like that insulation, like, get rid of it. Why even hang on to that? You know what I mean? Deal with stuff right away. And everybody's bad for doing this, but what happens is, okay, they do a job and it's an exhausting job, and that insulation was from up top. My dad and him did that, and they probably threw it out there in the middle of the the fall or whatever. And then, okay, the weather turns bad. Okay, I'll get to it later. You never get to it later. So you just gotta add the cleanup as a part of your job. I mean, the same way you would for you know, any client, you would do it that way. One place that'd be nice for the rocking chair in the summertime is going to be on the veranda here, my garage. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get big old truck. I'm gonna see if I can get my chainsaws sharpened up today, so they're ready to go. And then I'll be able to bring my Bertha in a little bit closer for the parking spot, and again, get that all cluttered, all cleaned out. It's gonna look pretty nice. I mean, the house is never going to be a beautiful house, but you know, it doesn't have to be dirty, you know what I mean? And then get all those freaking huckleberries. I want them all dead, all of them. I killed most of them, but there's quite the slash of them in there. So like, try to get rid of them, and then like all these little branches I gotta go around picking up. There's a bunch over there. You can see all the leaves are all dead in it. So also too, when the fall comes, it's going to be a lot easier for me to, you know, like, you can see the top of the raspberry briars are already starting to die. So I'll be able to get into them a little bit. They'll be a little bit drier to get into. Not quite so bulky, but all that's got to be hauled away and burnt. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put clumps all over the yard. You know, not big clumps, but just enough so that I can burn it. So it'll put more nitrate back in there. And I mean, the grass is very fine here because of the way the water runs off the hill, but you can see the back of the hill is a little drier and stuff like that. So if you can put nitrate in there, that's good. But that's not going to be till it's safe enough to burn it. You know, so I'll make a couple of big piles and just burn them. That's what I'm going to do. And then as I clear stuff away, cut more down, clear it, cut it down. I'm going to burn some boxes anyway, so I was hoping to get this out today, but that's fine as long as I can get to my tools. and stuff like that. Get in and out, out of the house. Not too bad. Maybe I should throw that in the fire. I have a bunch of boxes there to get rid of. Got to get this dealt with too. Like the lawnmowers, for example. When I get the woodshed cleared out, that's where the lawnmowers are going to go. So there's a lot. Not everything's going to stay on the veranda. You know what I mean? Like I don't want clutter here. Like gardening tools and stuff like that. Like, do I need them on the veranda? Not really. I mean, that's because that's an aesthetic. But like the rakes and stuff like that, they'll be able to go into the shed once I get that cleared. That's going to take me a long time to clear that. That might be like an overwinter project, but you'd be surprised how much you can get rid of per. If you pack your garbage containers well, you can get rid of it quite a bit. But the most important is I don't care how long that takes me to get rid of. Stuff like bags and stuff like that. All this junk. All these bags of clothes. I'm not going to put them in there yet. What I want to do is get rid of some stuff, and then I'll give them a chance to go through them, but I want to go through them myself first, and I'll tell you why. Because like all the kids' clothes, I'm going to put in the stuff that doesn't fit my nephew anymore. I'm just going to put it aside, and I'm going to chuck it. Any coats I'll just put aside. Say if I find a coat, I'll put it aside for you. If it looks like it's going to be way too small for my nephew, well, I don't want this clothing to go to charity or anything like that because it's too nasty, right? You see, like that's empty. Like, why would you hang on to that? That's empty, right? So all that stuff's going to be gone tomorrow afternoon. I'll be able to bring the recycling back in and go through all this again. Anything in there's a bunch of stuff in here that's going to go in the recycling. Anything metal, I'm going to actually take and put it in my metal pile. Just to get it off the veranda, because I do want the veranda fairly clean, but that's not going to be clean until I clean there. But the thing is where am I at? Okay, well, first off, I've got the yard plow ready, minus the bikes. Bike's going to need a little bit of maintenance. My shifter keeps shifting back, so I don't know if it's my derailleur's out of whack or what it is. There's a spring somewhere that's doing something it shouldn't be doing. That's what. But it still operates fine. I never had that issue with my other super cycle, which I got to bring that one down too. But I'm not bringing that one down until I got a place to put them. But that's still got to get cleaned out a little bit more. There's a few more things around the house to clean out. Like I'm going to look for anything that's like a brick or a piece of wood or whatever's on the ground that the lawnmower can hit. Because I want to be able to come right in with the lawnmower. And then anywhere it's not level because the dogs had been digging, I want to deal with that too. So I'll just leave that burn. That should be good. Get rid of those huckleberries. The huckleberry roots, I'm going to leave them maybe, I want to get them out before the ground freezes. I just got to pull them out. That's why I cut them off so high, so that I could pull them out once and for all, and then hopefully they don't come back. But next year, none of that's going to come back anyway, because I'm going to be starting the year off whippersnipping it right away. I don't know what that little bird was doing. And I was going to grab some tools and start dropping branches and stuff like that, because I really need to do that too. The lilac bush is in complete disarray. I mean, that is like, there's two main ones in there. There's the little one and then this big behemoth. And you can't see nothing past it. So this is going to get thinned out big time, because it's not healthy to keep it like that anyway. But it is about 20 feet tall. Pretty impressive. There's a lot of pruning here, like these dead branches. I want them gone. I'll cut those down, even if I leave the nub up at the top. It's just I don't like widowmakers. Dead branch there, take that. This whole dead part here, it's going to be a tricky cut. But what I'm going to do is probably get the ladder, go up on one side, just cut all the dead stuff. It's so weird how the lilac bush has covered this side of the tree to the point where nothing has been growing on this side, hardly at all. But I got to get all that cleared out so I'll be able to see out the window a bit. I'm going to drop some of the lower branches so I can see out the window a bit. And then as I start dropping those trees, I'll be able to see out on the road and spy on people like my grandmother could, which was pretty cool. But I don't see any black walnuts on the ground yet. They're not falling yet, so usually right after the frost, they start coming down like me. You'll hear them. Yeah. So clean this lilac bush. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that one. To be honest with you. Like, I mean, it's pretty scraggly. Unless I take it right down, thin it right out. I don't know. I'll have to think on this one. I prune an awful lot of these, but like for example, this branch, I'm gonna maybe take this, just taking this branch and maybe that little branch. You know, if I could take up to this lower branch for now, I may leave. Maybe I'll take up to the knuckle there. I don't want to take away too much. That's the thing. You can only cut so much. But like this stuff here, take it right back to the knuckle. This one and this one, take that, and that should clear up. Just so I have maybe about a 10-foot height to be able to see, right? And then leave everything else. And that'll probably help the tree a bit too, but as long as you don't do too much at once. Maybe I leave this branch for another year or so. But get that bottom one. That'll do wonders. Oh, sounds like more muscle cars coming. We'll see what's coming. Nope, truck. Or bikes. Truck and bikes? Definitely bikes. Oh yeah. Springer on the front there. And I'll show you some of the other stuff. Like again, like a whippersnip. You can see the new grass coming back here. But like just like you couldn't see this the first whippersnip, right? You couldn't see that, right? And I'm gonna clean all this up, right? Little things like this, like stuff that gets tangled in the lawnmower. So I want to get all of it, like all this stuff, get that all cleaned up. Once I get all that cleaned up, then I can come right in with the riding mower, and that'll just make life easier, and plus dropping the branches, I'll be able to get in closer to the trees. I probably might put a stone garden around that tree just to make it look nice. I'll put some vegetables there too. Why not? It'll be a mix. Damn huckleberry. Yeah. I hate huckleberries. I gotta clean up those. If I had my pruning shears, I'd probably start pruning around the apple tree a bit, but I think I did all the work I'm gonna do today out here. I'm gonna see if I can get in at that fridge. See all these little saplings, they're not helping the tree, so I want to get this tree trimmed up this week coming, next weekend at the latest, because I don't want to be trimming trees after October. It's probably too late in the season to do the scrap metal here, so. But I just like the fact that it looks so much better with that shit gone, right? So, well, it's not gone, but it's hidden anyway. So, still see all the dog hair around the yard. That's crazy. And you can smell it out here. Like the dog hair is what smells the most. Anyway, I'm gonna head her back in. I just wanted to show you where I'm at, and then yeah, maybe do some chainsaw filing.